Comprehensive Plan for the Elimination of Arab Terrorists in Western Countries. Introduction. The global fight against Arab terrorism is a monumental challenge that demands a sophisticated, multifaceted strategy. This comprehensive plan outlines a detailed approach to eliminating Arab terrorists, focusing on intelligence gathering, targeted eliminations, cutting off funding sources, and both diplomatic and ground operations. The plan emphasizes the importance of legal and ethical actions, international cooperation, and the protection of human rights. Chapter 1. Intelligence Gathering and Mapping. Importance of intelligence. Intelligence is the cornerstone of any successful counterterrorism strategy. Accurate, timely intelligence allows for the identification of terrorist threats, understanding their operations, and planning effective countermeasures. Historical examples, such as the capture of Osama bin Laden, demonstrate the critical role of intelligence in neutralizing key terrorist figures. Establishing a global intelligence network. Building a global intelligence network is essential for comprehensive counterterrorism efforts. This involves collaboration among Western intelligence agencies, sharing information and resources among agencies like the CIA, MI6, and Mossad to create a unified front against terrorism. Role of international partners. Engaging with non-Western allies to gain a broader perspective and additional intelligence sources. Technological surveillance. Advanced technologies play a crucial role in intelligence gathering. These include cybersecurity measures, protecting intelligence operations from cyber attacks. Technological surveillance tools, utilizing drones, satellites, and advanced communication interception techniques. Case studies. Examples like the use of drones to monitor and track terrorist activities in remote areas. Financial tracking. Disrupting the financial networks that support terrorism is vital. This involves monitoring financial channels, using technologies to track money transfers and identify suspicious transactions. International cooperation, collaborating with financial institutions worldwide to freeze terrorist assets. Examples, cases where financial tracking has led to the disruption of terrorist plots. Human intelligence. HUMINT. While technology is crucial, human intelligence remains indispensable. This includes training and deployment of operatives, preparing agents to infiltrate terrorist networks, success stories and challenges, instances where HUMINT has provided critical information, and the difficulties faced in such operations. Chapter 2. Identification and elimination of key targets. Necessity of targeted eliminations. Eliminating key terrorist leaders can significantly weaken terrorist organizations. This strategy has been effective in various counterterrorism efforts, as seen in the targeted killings of high-ranking ISIS and Al-Qaeda members. Special operations. Special forces play a crucial role in these eliminations. This involves training and deployment, preparing elite units for precision operations, planning and execution. Detailed planning to ensure the success of operations with minimal collateral damage. Case studies. Successful operations, such as the raid that killed Osama bin Laden. Precision airstrikes. Airstrikes, particularly those using drones, are essential for eliminating targets in inaccessible areas. This involves technological advancements, use of precision-guided munitions to reduce collateral damage. Legal and ethical considerations. Ensuring operations comply with international laws and minimize harm to civilians. International cooperation. Cooperation among nations enhances the effectiveness of targeted eliminations. This involves coordination of operations, sharing intelligence and resources for joint operations. Examples: multinational efforts against ISIS in Syria and Iraq. Risk management. Effective risk management is critical in high-stakes operations. This involves protecting operatives, ensuring the safety of personnel involved in operations, minimizing collateral damage, strategies to avoid harm to civilians and infrastructure. Lessons learned, insights from past operations to improve future efforts. Chapter 3. Cutting off funding sources. Importance of financial disruption. Terrorist organizations rely on funding for their operations. Disrupting these financial flows can cripple their capabilities. Asset freezing. Freezing the assets of terrorists and their supporters is a key strategy. This involves legal frameworks, utilizing international laws to freeze assets, processes and challenges, the complexities of tracking and freezing assets globally. Case studies. Successful examples of asset freezing disrupting terrorist activities. Economic sanctions. Economic sanctions can pressure state sponsors of terrorism. This involves implementation and enforcement, strategies for imposing and enforcing sanctions, impact of sanctions, how sanctions have affected state and non-state actors supporting terrorism. Examples: sanctions against Iran and their impact on its support for terrorist groups. Monitoring financial pathways. Tracking financial transactions is crucial. This involves techniques and tools, using advanced technologies to monitor financial flows. Success stories. Instances where financial monitoring has led to the disruption of terrorist activities. International financial collaboration. Global financial cooperation is essential. This involves role of organizations, entities like the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, in countering terrorist financing. Examples: successful international efforts to disrupt terrorist funding. Chapter 4. Diplomatic and ground operations. Diplomatic efforts. Diplomacy plays a critical role in counter-terrorism. This involves political isolation, efforts to isolate state sponsors of terrorism. Case studies, diplomatic successes in reducing terrorist support. Ground raids. Ground raids are necessary to destroy terrorist infrastructure. This involves planning and execution, detailed strategies for successful raids, training and equipment, preparing forces for ground operations. Case studies, successful ground raids, such as those conducted by special forces in Syria. Use of special forces. Special forces are crucial for high-risk operations. This involves deployment and utilization, strategies for deploying special forces, training and capabilities, ensuring special forces are well prepared and equipped. Examples: successful operations by units like the Navy SEALs and SAS, establishing control. Maintaining control in liberated areas is essential. This involves strategies for stability, ensuring stability post-operation, importance of post-operation control, preventing terrorist resurgence. Lessons learned, insights from previous operations to improve future stability efforts. Conclusion. This comprehensive plan for the elimination of Arab terrorists in Western countries outlines a multifaceted approach that emphasizes intelligence gathering, targeted eliminations, financial disruption, and diplomatic and ground operations. By integrating these strategies, it is possible to create a more secure and stable world, free from the threat of terrorism. Each chapter delves deeply into its respective topics, providing a thorough analysis, historical context, case studies, and forward-looking insights to ensure a holistic and effective counter-terrorism strategy.